Welcome back everybody, my name is Altamar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition. Where we left off last time, we had explored Joaquin's Promenade, we killed a group that had a beef with our dwarf Korgan, and we are now in a slaver's boat to kill some slavers. I'm actually going to stop. I think that there is definitely a trap here. With some gems, and what else do we have in this room? Some fire arrows. Korgan, time for you to go get some gems going.
On my honor, I will do my best.
Oops, wrong person.
What
It would appear that we have a troll looking for some action, and we will give him the action he so rightfully deserves.
See another day. What is my task? I shall not yield to you.
We'll let Korgan finish that one off. He does do acid damage, which is awesome. I really like that axe, actually. I'm glad we picked it up. Actually, had I known we were going to get that axe, I probably wouldn't have gotten a flaming longsword.
Very well.
But that's a pretty cool weapon as well, so. Well, let's talk to the girl. My thanks to you, kind sir, for saving our lives. That monster surely would have killed us. True enough. You are free now, so I suggest you flee while you can. Yes, sir. I don't know where we will go. Scornable is so far away, but anything is better than fighting just so those evil men can laugh at us. I'm gonna give her some money, because I feel bad for her. Here, child. Here is 100 gold pieces. See if that can't get you and some of the children back to where you came from. Oh, you are too kind, sir. This might get some of us back home. Thank you, truly. Indeed, you are free to go now. Go while you can. Okay, thank you again, sir. I am sure the Lady of Joy will smile on you. Bah, it'd be a waste of good gold to give it to yon girlie. What'd be the point of adventuring if he gives all your wealth to waifs and the needy?
Yes, done.
I just wanted a tiny bit of rep, because our group is borderline horrible. And I know we are an evil group, but evil isn't indiscriminately evil. There are levels of evil.
You are lucky I'm here. I can do that.
Let's start opening some doors.
Hello?
Who are you? You aren't here to hurt me too, are you? Don't be daft, girl. You're free, so get moving. Oh, I'm free? Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. Well, you're not really free, because I guess you are, even though your door's locked. If you could get out even though the door was locked, why didn't you do it before? I'm just saying, there was probably a better way that could have been handled, but whatever.
What would you have me do?
In fact, I remember reading a story about some, like, 8-year-old girl or something like that. Just another slave we're releasing. About a girl who escaped from her captor and walked home. Okay, let's go take a quick peek in here. I know there are some enemies around. And also a trap. It didn't do anything to us, but let's disarm it anyways. There are some Yanti. There they are.
Yes, be quick
What
with
would
it.
you have me do?
I am ready.
Does she have her cloak on? Yes, okay. Now she's better. Now she doesn't suck as badly. Like, she is really bad without her cloak.
What would you have? That's right.
If she was just a normal rogue the way she is, I probably wouldn't take her. Because her stats are just so bad. But oh well. She is not just a normal rogue, she is a vampire, so that does help her out quite a lot in terms of stats. And not being horrible. Well, that sucked. Well, that's slightly better.
On my honor, it shall be.
Alright.
Fear not.
There are definitely traps in the next room, sorry. But
Yes. Oh, all
I
right.
don't think we're gonna need to worry about too many traps in a second here.
That's as you wish.
Let's just start this off with a fireball.
What is it now?
No one here but us shadows.
Yes. What is is my task?
Alright, half of the slavers are dead. There's only
Yield to you.
1 or 2 left.
Consider it done.
Let's see what your guts be looking like.
I'm hoping there's not too many traps. Otherwise we might get frozen or something. But being as there's only one
That's right.
guy left, I'm not too worried about
No
it.
one here
Good
but
boy.
us
Yes,
shadows.
yes, I see.
Nothing useful. Nothing useful.
I am ready.
Looks like a
Easy
trapped
enough.
cupboard
You know what you're doing.
with a wand of some sort. Some spells for
And
Edwin to go
one
grab.
day.
And a couple of gems for
Bark your
Corgan to go
and
get.
kill for less.
Doot, doot, doot. Looks like we have lots of gems. For those of you still wondering why I'm keeping this rogue stone around, even though I could sell it for quite a bit of money,
What would
I
you
mentioned it in an earlier video, but there is a secret area that we can get into using the rogue stone at a later point in the game. Well, I guess we could do it right now technically, but we would die pretty handily. We would just get massacred. So we will be waiting to do that part until later in the game. Sweet, a cloak of protection. Nice. That made this trip
You are
slightly
not
worthwhile,
ideal.
actually.
That is what you want.
Let's look around for traps. I knew there was one on the stairs.
On my honor,
You have a
I will do my
Alright. Let's see what else there is in this place. I think we're pretty well done with the slave camp. I think there might be one more room of bad guys. Or did we already kill them? We might have already killed them. It's looking like we're done. Excellent.
Yes?
Everyone meet down here.
What is... Yes.
And you can go loot this thing. Ow. Why would you trap that? It has nothing on it. Ugh. People in your inconsistent trapping. Oh well. We lost Lightning Bolt. Not a huge loss. Kind of irrelevant, actually.
On my honor.
Jacques.
Let us get out of here. We are now officially done with this place.
Done.
There's a slaver guard here, but there's no real point in dealing with him. So, time to go turn this quest into Hendak. We're not going to go back through the sewers. That's just a lot of time for absolutely no reason when we can walk in the middle of the street.
Must take a very driven man to lead his life always on the road.
I had little choice in the beginning, Viconia. Perhaps so, but you dealt with Saravok long ago, didn't you? What impelled you to continue your travels? No doubt the citizens of Baldur's Gate welcomed you. I'm not ready to settle. I still have questions that must be answered. Yes, you have a god's restless blood, a wondrous heritage. Chaos fills your life from one moment to the next, stirred by your potency. Yes, I've grown rather fond of it. Few men have my advantages. That is what I like to hear. Such words display your virility and stir my passions. Suddenly have fond images of a half-god's strong hand stroking my dark skin. If you like, I can make that fantasy of yours come true. That's a saucy statement. Ha! A lily jalak, touching me? You are but a slurping whale, and I recoil from your male weakness. Watch how you address your betters in the future. She is the biggest cock tease of anyone ever in a video game. My character is going to have serious green balls, because I think orcs, he's half orc. Orcs are green. Green ball. Shut up. Anyways, let's go turn in this quest. We saved some slaves. I think we gained rep, actually. Which is okay. We'll end up losing it shortly anyways when we do some more evil stuff. Where are you, Hendak? There you are.
I will always be grateful for your
You have
assistance.
completed the task, I see. I can't tell you how overjoyed I am that so many children were rescued, and that no one will face slavery here again. At least for a while. I am not naive enough to think that the slavers will not return. I shall watch for them, however, and fight them if I can. You have done more than was requested of you, and you have Hendak's most humble thanks. I have collected some of Leighton's more valuable items for you. I hope this is at least some small reward for the good you have done.
I had to drop your item on the ground.
Could my opinion of this group drop any lower? Evidently so.
I dropped a healing potion, but that's okay. Looks like we got some items. Let's take a quick peek at what they are. Get back over here.
I got some cheap beer for you.
Oh, you can't identify. Excellent.
On my honor.
Alright. I guess we're leaving then. Someone gained a level. Who was it? Hexat gained a level. Which is good. She desperately needs more fine traps. And open locks. Because she's failed me. Hopefully for the last time. The last 5 points I will set on Detect Illusion, I guess, for now. She's so bad with her. Yeah. She got domination. What is a domination?
I'm watching your back.
Oh, it's like a
That's the best
Yes.
you can manage.
dominate person spell. That's awesome. We're going to try that against someone in our next fight. It seems like it'd be pretty potent.
I've never times drown and face first in gutter water. Bleed
We're still
to death
disliked
for
people.
your
Stop being so angry. Okay, so we've done the slavers. I guess next we could go to the docks. Or no, sorry, we're going to go to the graveyard. We're going to hand in Bodhi's quest. I do want to do that.
Most disagreeable.
Oh, shut up, Dorn. No one cares about your opinion. I really don't, to be honest. He is basically just a meat shield slash killer. We could have done the teddy bear quest at the Copper Cornet, actually, now that I think about it, and I feel kind of silly.
You really
We'll
need
go
to
back
train.
and do that really,
I like
really
to
quickly. It'll take
shine.
half a second.
You must gather your party before venturing.
Not literally
forth.
half a second, figuratively.
What is my... I will do my best.
Who are you?
Is it important?
Oh, you are a fine one. New meat for the larder, I assume. Oh, but perhaps you are the one the mistress spoke of. Are you in her services as a domestic, or are you muscle? I am in her service for some special task. What is your role, if I might ask? Oh, so polite in your manner. I trust you do not conceal an edge behind your words. One can never be sure. The mistress tends to find interesting associates. I am her servant, and yours if you wish. Do try to keep in mind, though, that should your position change, it will be I that has your comfort to grant or rescind. I care for those who serve in a less grandiose manner than you currently do. I mean you no trouble. I am here to fulfill a duty, and then I shall go. Ah, but that is what we all think at some time or another. It is funny how the fates slip a bag over your head and take you away on occasion. Yes, funny. Goodwill to you. I shall see you later.
Yoink.
Alright, Antenna. Looks like we found a crypt. This is actually a crypt as well, so.
I know one of importance.
There's a woman named Chor who is a servant. That's awesome. I will get to the floors as soon as you will it, mistress. You are looking lovely as the ages, mistress. How may I make your home more pleasant, mistress? Are you alright? You have mistaken me for your, mistress. Will you have need of me, or my tending this eve, mistress? I should retire early otherwise, mistress. Messer Cohn has kept me well busy, mistress. Wow, she is messed up. Let's go talk to Bodhi.
I see you have returned. Ah, I gather by your face that you have succeeded. Excellent.
I will relieve you of your bounty and give you your next assignment. My attack will hardly cripple the guild. Why did you have me do this? I did not intend for you to cripple the guild. That will come later. This attack will have alarmed the guild, such that they fortify certain places. That draw of manpower will weaken others. Overall, my position is stronger. Now I ask for more specific tasks that will disrupt the guild further. I give you a choice. I have 2 tasks, and each will require a different kind of person. Choose. They cannot both be done. One is unseemly, so if you claim to be good, you should choose the second, a sickly hero's task. Which do you prefer? Is this a challenge, I wonder? Take the darker path, Eltamar the Kitten Killer. Show this creature you will not shrink from a deed that needs to be done. Har, the first path sounds better to me. I have a hankering for blood that shan't be satisfied by nilly-nallying about with morals and such. The choice is ultimately Eltamar the Kitten Killer's. It is him that I have employed only. What do you say, Eltamar the Kitten Killer? I am not above a little skullduggery. I will do the unseemly task. Very well, it calls for the murder of a man. Not a truly innocent man, but hardly a villain of epic scope. You must kill, blaming the murder on the Shadow Thieves. He is the head of a merchant house, and his link to the shadow guilds or shadow thieves is blatant. If he were to die and certain gear were at the scene, it would implicate the guild we oppose. Take this cloak and dagger. Go to Signor Armagaran Volova. When he is dead, put the cloak and dagger in the fountain in his house.
I had to drop your item on the
He
ground.
will die easily, though there may be guards. His small house is in the government district, between the jail and the government building. Go. Very well, he will not outlive the night. I should hope not. Return here when you are done. I will be waiting. Alright. We are full up on inventory again, which appears to be a common theme. Shadow Thieves' daggers are awesome. I want one that looks like in real life. Looks like that in real life, I should say. We should clear out our inventory a little bit. We're going to go do the Copper Coronet quest really quickly. Let's make a ghost feel a little better about its
Gather
dire
your party
fate.
before venturing forth.
Free up a tiny bit of inventory space. We should sell that plate armor too eventually. Alright, so let's go out of here.
Yes.
I don't trust that gravedigger. He looks like a beggar with his hand out. Okay, back to the slums. I know this is a bit of back and forth, but this is really quick. We are going to go into the Copper Coronet.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Yes, done.
And we're going to run up here to this area. There is a thief in this room. Or he should be in this room unless he's vanished on me, which would be rather unfortunate. Alright.
I need a swig of
Linus says,
strong
oh me pardons. I thought you were that bloody ghost again. Again? I'm sorry, your name wouldn't be Linus, would it? Well, yes it is. How do you know that? I am here to avenge the murder of a little boy, thief. What? How did you know about that? Well, you'll not take me alive.
What is my
Good, I didn't
task?
plan to.
As you ask.
We're gonna take the teddy bear back, leave the rest of the junk. I should have brought Hexat. Oh well, I don't think there's anything really of note in there, but I wouldn't be doing my due diligence if I let it slide, so let's go take a quick peek. And then we'll go hand that quest in, and then we're going to go do the murder quest. We don't actually have to go on the adventure into the 4th chapter until we're ready, and we're not going to. There's a bunch more side quests. Some really cool ones, actually, that we have to get done later on. I'm going to leave those spells. They're not really worth it. How much gold am I at now? 34,000. We can go buy that robe, which is great. And we should also sell some of our junk. Our inventory is getting a little bit cluttered. Especially with all these arrows that I'm not going to use ever, apparently. I really should pick a... Well, it's just like... Hexat would be a good ranged character, but she's also really competent in melee because of her 20 strength as a vampire, so... That's a tough choice. Also, she doesn't actually die, which is really nice. Maybe Edwin is too evil to learn protection from evil, I guess. It would appear that way because we failed spectacularly. Oh, it's going to be hitting dawn soon. I don't know if we're actually going to make it in time. Come on, go. Graveyard.
What is it shall be?
Go talk to the kid. He should be over here somewhere. Do it before he disappears, before sun comes up. If the sun comes up, we can't actually finish this quest. I don't see the kid. It might be too early in the morning. Dawn approaches. So I guess we cannot turn that one in. We'll go kill some dude instead then. Government District Ho.
Yes.
Edwin is in an unfortunate place. I can't talk.
What do you want, groundling?
Run away.
Yes, master. What should I fetch now?
I look forward to it.
What is my task?
Ooh,
Yes.
that was a decent lightning bolt.
A dangerous mistake.
I am
Yeah,
Stand
stand
first.
Oh, Edwin's almost dead. Oops.
Monkey work.
I need to pay more attention.
On my honor. Consider it done.
Nothing. Gold. Spells. Looks like some decent spells. I think I have all of them, but worth a quick check. He can't learn Oracle anyways. Yes, I do have all of those. Okay.
Yes, I will do my best.
And let's get out of here. Looks like just some bandits. Quick bandit fight. And oops, where am I going back to the graveyard? There we go.
Very well.
Okay, we are looking for Volova's estate, right there. I guess it is still technically nighttime, but the ghost wasn't there, so we'll go back when it's later at night. Tomorrow, I guess. Two commoners just standing around. If you don't want to die in the middle of the night, you should lock your doors. Yes, most thieves can pick it, but
What is my task? Done.
boop, boop. He has one guard, it looks like.
Your orders, aye, that be sounding right.
What? Who are you? I demand to know what you're doing in here. Oh, fine. I'm here to kill you and blame your murder on the Shadow Thieves. What? But my guards, they will stop you. Not likely. They haven't stopped me yet. Consider your options here. My options? Please don't kill me. I have a wife and three children. Oh, and they are beautiful, and they love their father, and they have shining futures. Please don't kill me. Oh, please. Worthless worm, you will die here and now. No guards, to my side, please.
What would you have me do?
On my honor, as you ask.
Okay.
I'm afraid that
I'm busy, okay? I'm busy.
this is not going to go well for you, sir.
Got the business.
Fine, fine. Just stop pestering me.
Please, come on. Be quick with it.
Have you nothing else to do but bother me?
Alright.
You were lucky then.
Yes.
But luck runs out.
I am yours to command.
Let's go help out.
Master.
There we go.
What shall I fetch now?
Nothing good.
For now.
It would appear that he is dead. We have framed the Shadow Thieves for murder.
What is
A
my
murder
task?
most foul. Let's loot the house
What
because
would you have? Very good.
why not? He's a merchant. He might have some money.
On my honor. Consider it done.
Doesn't
You
trap
are
his stuff
lucky
either.
I'm here. If that is
At least he
what you
locked
want.
his chest. He's not a very good merchant. He has 1 gold.
Yes?
Alright, let's get out of here.
It shall be.
Murder completed. Oh,
The dragon is resting.
it is actually daytime. She is taking damage. That is not at all the person I meant it to use. Alright. Why did I give her that? And that can go to Corgan as well. Our gem bag is getting quite full of gems. We should probably sell some of
What
that
is my
soon.
task? Consider it done.
Alright, so we're done that quest now. It's daytime, so we can't do the ghost quest. What I will do is go to Valigar's home and look for
I
him.
will do my best.
Excuse me. If we can find Valigar, that would be good. But just as a pro tip, he's not actually in the city, so we're not going to find him. That was a huge spoiler. Well, a minor spoiler, I guess. I just didn't want you guys to get your hopes up.
Yes.
Hervo says, "Yes, may I help you? You are not a friend of the Master's, are you?" Actually, I am a friend of Valigar's. Do you know where I might find him? A friend of the Master's? Oh dear, he has been gone for quite some time. No, I'm afraid I haven't heard from him since those awful wizards came to see him. Some wizards came to see him. When was this? The ordeal with the cowled wizards was awful. They came here 2 weeks ago demanding to see Master Corthala. I was just shaking in my shoes. I heard them upstairs. They demanded that the master do something and he refused. I remember poor Master Corthala was so upset he was shouting he was. There was a loud crash. Fighting. I was terrified when the wizards came back downstairs alone. They said Valigar had committed murder and must pay. Master Corthala had slipped away from them. The wizards told me not to say anything, but I am desperate with worry. Do you think the master is all right? It is hard to say. Perhaps if you let me look around the house, I might find some clues as to his whereabouts. That is rather odd, but I would like to know if the master is all right. The master was paranoid about thieves, so when you look around, be careful.
Fear not.
Good to know.
Certainly.
Traps abound, apparently. Nothing there, it looks like. Just some gold. I like how I'm robbing this house right in front of this guy. He doesn't seem to care, which makes me happy. Okay, we are now upstairs. We're going to detect traps. Apparently he was paranoid about thieves, so let's be a little cautious, unlike our normal brash tactics. Although, it doesn't appear like there's any traps. I'll try one more detect trap just to make sure. No, alright. A tax notice. That could be useful. And a death spell. Ooh, death spell. That's a pretty good spell, actually. Alright, let's read the tax notice. This is a tax assessment for one Valigar Corthala. It lists holdings in the cities of Athkatla and a cabin in the Umar Hills. So we learned pretty much what we had learned before. He's gone to the Umar Hills. Yes, I have a letter here regarding Valigar's taxes. It says here that Valigar owns some kind of land outside of the city. Do you know anything about that? No, I do not make it my business to pry into the master's affairs. Perhaps you should be seeking out this large fellow in the government sector. At any rate, I think it is time that you are leaving. A good day and good business to you, my lady.
On my honor. Very
What?
well.
I'm not a lady. Whatever.
Done.
He insulted me. What can we do now? Let's get out of here. There's not a lot else to do in the docks just yet. Cromwell is there, but we don't have the pieces for any sort of magical items yet. Cromwell makes artifact weapons out of pieces so that Pommel of the Equalizer is 1 piece out of 3 for the Equalizer sword. Additionally, there are weapons like Galen's bow. I think it is Galen's bow. Some sort of bow. There is a silver sword and some other things. We're going to go back to the promenade, and with the last couple minutes, we're just going to see if we can sell some junk and go buy Edwin his robe. That way, he will be set for battle. The robe makes his casting extremely fast, which is one of the best things you can get for a mage. If you are a mage main character, definitely get the robe of Vecna. It is really, really good. So let's go inside.
It shall be.
And let's go talk to Rybol Bardaman. Come on. That noble blocked my path.
Yes?
I should kill him.
Rybald Bardaman at your service.
Okay. So let's first ID all of this junk. We're carrying around a teddy bear, which is a little sad. Some like 8-year-old or 3-year-old or 4-year-old kid died. All he wants is his teddy bear back. It's a little bit depressing. But, you know, this is a cruel world. These things kind of happen sometimes. Sell that, sell that. I really should just sell all these arrows. Probably not going to use them, but whatever. Actually, you know what? I think I am. The only ones I'm not going to sell are arrows of piercing. I'll keep the death spell. I missed 2 things. Dart of Wounding is actually worth selling. That's great. Sell both of those. We're going to sell the Berserking Sword, the Short Sword. What does this do? Invisibility once per day. We're going to sell that. Sell all these bows. We'll keep the Cloak of Protection. And we're going to sell all of our gems. which we have many of. We have a small fortune in gems, actually. Good God, we do have a lot of gems. Oops. Most of them aren't worth a whole lot, but some of them are, and that's what makes it worthwhile. Oops.
The Adventure Mart's the finest shopping and all.
Alright, last things to sell. We have a sword against shapeshifting. We're going to sell that. We do have the Ring of Human Influence at this point, which is great. We also have an Elfbane girdle, which protects you against piercing attacks. And we're going to sell all the rest of this junk. And that. And that. We're going to keep the Ring of Human Influence. We have more charisma than it bestows, but you can actually charm people with it. So I'm going to give this to Viconia. What's your charisma? 14. Excellent. There you go. Now it is time to buy a cloak, and then we will end the video. We are just over half an hour, so that will be good.
Greetings, good customer. A pearl to you.
We're going to buy the extremely expensive Robe of Vecna. And I do kind of want the Sword of Baldur. It is a pretty nice sword. So is the Mercy Killer ring. Then again, so is the Plate of Baldur. So most items are good. That's also an awesome amulet. The protection from evil is what makes that awesome. So we're going to give the robe to Edwin. And now he can cast spells incredibly quickly, which is going to be really, really good. Also, he'll have more armor class, which means we can actually sell those things. And other than that, I'm going to just save here. I have caps lock on. That's kind of tight. If you guys have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. Otherwise, I will see you next time.